Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comics. I am Tyler, and across the interwebs from me is Tad. Hey Tad, how's it going?
It's been a long week.
Yeah, it is pouring rain here right now, so if you can hear the rain over my microphone, listeners, I apologize.
I can't.
Okay,
I can't.
because I can hear it in my
S-
headphones.
Oh, so yeah, no, it's been a long week. I didn't put it in the news, but I'll bring it up particularly because I
Sure.
have thrown together. At least a couple of us will be talking next Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
The human embodiment of baseball, Willie Mays, passed away on Tuesday.
Yep.
Um, it's kind of been rough. Particularly because I had other stuff going on too. So, anytime when you start mourning, when you're already dealing with stuff.
Right.
Uh, but yeah, I it's yeah, I don't even know what to say.
Oh, I get it.
It's just weird to know that I never even saw him play. I just know the stories and whatnot. But the idea that I'm now living in a world where Willie Mays isn't breathing just makes everything seem a little bit less bright.
No, I get it.
Uh,
Totally.
I'm not gonna go dig up the exact quote, right? Well, actually, I think I can because I think I sent it to my wife, so
Okay.
it might be easier than I thought. Um, Joe Posnanski nailed it on the head. Um, in one of the things he wrote, because Willie would say, I don't understand what the big deal is. All I ever did was play baseball. Um, and here's my text thread with Kelly. There it is. So yeah, what Posnanski wrote was even Mays himself couldn't quite understand it. All I did was play baseball, he would say, when approached by another fan with tears in his eyes. On one level, that was true. All he did was play baseball. All Robert Frost did was write poetry. All Grace Kelly did was play in movies. All Albert Einstein did was think about the universe. All Prince did was play music. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So
good quote.
so yeah, on I know Robert Mailer Anderson
Mm-hmm.
will be joining me on Wednesday to remember Willie Mays. I think hopefully we'll have some other people pop into. Um,
Awesome.
yeah, but otherwise, comics news.
Yeah.
Marvel is bringing the Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi era of comics to a close this coming September with issues 50 of both Star Wars and Darth Vader.
They've been running
They'll
a
both
while.
get
50 issues is a couple, maybe about
50
four,
page issue
4 years.
50s.
Yeah.
Right. Um, and then sometime later this year, they'll restart at one
Yep.
sometime in, I assume, the post Jedi era, but they haven't announced specifically. They've just said that it will be in a different era. Um,
That's cool. That's cool.
Eddie,
I might jump on for that. It's a good starting on point for any Star Wars readers that
yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
get into comic
Well, and I
book.
think that's part of the reason that they try to do it is yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, another this just got announced.
Okay.
Beneath the trees where nobody sees,
One of my favorites.
um, Eisner nomination, etc. Official solicit. Beneath the trees where nobody sees, Palladium. Fresh off its 2024 Eisner Award nomination for Best New Series, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees returns with an all-new bonus chapter. Cold-hearted serial killer Samantha Strong is the picture of control and precision, but her hand wasn't always so steady. Her path not always so clear. Join us under the canopy of the Black Forest in 1962 for a trip down memory lane and witness the moment when Sam's lost soul locked eyes with its grisly new direction. Breakout writer, artist Patrick Horvath answers the curtain call for his smash hit series in this San Diego Comic-Con exclusive ash can featuring 10 pages of new story and 2 pages of bonus sketches. Only 1,000 copies will be made available at the IDW booth, priced at $10. I really hope that they uh, uh, make it available at least a little bit more than that.
I
I mean,
know.
I understand having like one limited run, but I hope that
We're gonna have to get one from
that
eBay.
people will be able to read it. And I'm glad that I know Patrick and might be able to say, "Hey, can I at least have a PDF?"
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna
Uh,
probably try to get one from eBay because I really want one of those ash cans from
yeah.
Comic Con.
Um, and then so we've had tons of comics creators on our show.
Uh huh.
We've had a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist on our show. We've had baseball writers on our show. Now we can say that we've had a gubernatorial candidate,
Uh huh.
Democratic nominee for governor of the state of Montana is Ryan Bussey, author of Gunfight, um, who we had on our show way, way, way back.
Yep.
Um, so that's just like super cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Um, yeah.
What's Montana like now?
Now you get to drop in all the new to order. What?
Oh yeah, now I drop in all the new order right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
What was
does
your question?
Montana look like politically right now? I mean, is it a red state?
Overall they're pretty red, though John Tester is running for his, I think, third term as a senator, and he's a Democrat.
Okay.
Um, Greg Gianforte, the Republican that Ryan is running against, literally punched a reporter 2 days before the election
Nice.
last time around and didn't have it affect turnout.
Still,
So
yeah, that's awesome. Not
it's
awesome.
not, that's awful.
That is not.
Awful is what you mean. Awful.
I don't have a lot of time for the paparazzi and press that
But
wanna.
it wasn't paparazzi. He
Okay.
was asked a very serious question.
Okay.
He punched out a BBC reporter.
Okay, that's different. Jesus.
He was asked a policy question.
Okay.
And instead of answering it, he punched the guy.
Wow. What a loose cannon.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Let's
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
let's get
No,
on.
this isn't paparazzi. This is like if like Joe Biden got down and punched the Fox News guy rather than like rolling his eyes and asking the idiot question. Only it wasn't even an idiot question.
I get it.
I
Yeah.
forget what the question was, but it was like a really valid question.
Okay.
Just one that he didn't want to answer because he didn't have a good answer.
I don't know why I find that so funny that somebody would do that, but anyway, let's
I
get on
mean, it is funny, but it's terrible that they would then get elected.
exactly. Oh man, let's get on to new to
So we
order
actually
this
have
month.
a bunch of final order. Well, new to order, you're dropping in. Remember,
Yep.
we've got a bunch of final order cutoff though.
Yep.
Um, Final order cutoff this week for the Blasphemous hardcover from Mirka Andolfo at Distillery. If you haven't been reading the single issues, here's your opportunity. It'll be out September 18th. Epitaphs from the Abyss, the horror anthology from E.C. Oni. Issue 1 is final order cutoff. It'll be released July 24th. The next Matt Kint book that also has his wife Margie listed as creator, Guilt Frame #1 from Dark Horse Comics, will be out August 7th. Hello Darkness The Boom Comics horror anthology is both um Final Order Cutoff at the same time as its EC Oni competition and comes out the same time, July 24th. So if you're a horror anthology guy, July 24th is your day.
I'll be getting that.
Um, Kosher Mafia from David Hazen's Sammy Cavella from Mad Cave Comics will be out August 7th. Life #1 from Brian Azzarello, Stephanie Phillips, Daniel Zelge, and Lee Lowridge. Distillery, it'll be out August 21st. My God, this looks good. Um, Nice House by the Sea, James Tynion and Alvaro Martinez Bueno, the continuation of Nice House on the Lake. Um, DC Comics will come out July 24th. The Night Never Ends, which is a comedy horror. So from Steve Thusen, will be out from Silver Sprocket on August 28th. One for Sorrow from Jamie McElvey will be out from Distillery on August 21st. Pee Pee Poo Poo #1, which is the fourth book from Pee Pee Poo Poo series that Carolyn Cash has put out from Silver Sprocket on August 24th. And this isn't a comic, but it's comic related, and it looks so good. Somna, Unveil the Shadows card game.
That'll be fun. I'd love to play
Becky
that.
Cloonan, Tula Lotte, Distillery, August 28th. I failed to go dig up more crowdfunding stuff, so I'll just say that the Traveling to Mars hardcover
Yep.
is still crowdfunding through June 27th.
Awesome.
So, what did you love, Tyler?
Well, I'm going to pause this real quick, Ted. Let's go
Tell
on
me
to
when you're
our
ready.
let's go on to our new to orders this month.
Yeah, let's highlight some stuff.
Yeah.
We're time traveling. We're going back, and we're highlighting some new to order.
Yeah. New comics this month. I got pretty excited for this one. This is a new X-Men comic book coming out featuring Dazzler from Jason Liu and Rafael Loureiro. And So Bright This Star. Dazzler, Marvel's glittering mutant songstress, has been in and out of the limelight over the years, but now the time has finally come for her to take center stage. Dazzler embarks on a new world tour, the culmination and celebration of her entire musical career, and along for the ride is her new road crew, Domino, Strong Guy, and Multiple Man. But while Dazzler may be ready to focus on her music, her celebrity mutant status and a violent attack may sideline the entire endeavor before it's even begun. Each issue features original song lyrics from Allie's notebook. Don't miss the concert and comic event of the year. I think that's pretty cool. I like it when they try to do a little bit extra.
Well, then I like Jason Liu.
Yeah.
Leaded Gasoline from Patrick Kindlin and Lorenzo Ray at Black Mask. In the 1980s, a killer stalks the street of South Los Angeles. Task forces are assembled. Detectives work overtime, but the bodies keep coming. This is the story of a community college professor who believes there's more to the story than a single madman. From writer Patrick Kindlin, and your next favorite artist, Lorenzo Ray, Leaded Gasoline captures the mad energy of the most brash and risk-taking horror comics that are smart, dangerous, and intent on taking a sledgehammer to your mind. Inspired by the killings in Los Angeles known as the South Side Slayer, in this story, police are aided by a college professor, a single father trying to care for his son. That'll be out September 4th.
Nice. All right. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Usagi Yojimbo from Ryan. Is it Perot or Perot?
Ryan Parrott.
Parrott.
I
From
think it's Parrott.
Parrott and Sean Daly. During a routine Rita Repulsa attack, the Rangers morphers do something unexpected, send them back to the Edo era of Japan. Using the Morphin Grid's power, the mysterious Ogasawara pulls the Rangers through time and begs for help. But when the enemy they face isn't what they expect, our heroes will face a painful revelation. In celebration of the 40th anniversary of Usagi Yojimbo, discover the crossover between the Rabbit Ronin and the teenagers with attitude that fans have been waiting for. I don't know if I'm gonna read this. I
Uh,
love Usagi, but I do not really care for the Power Rangers.
yeah, no, I don't. I'm trying to figure out which fans have been waiting for this
Uh huh.
because I don't think the Usagi fans have been waiting for this,
I
but
know the Morphin.
I'm gonna have to like read at least the first issue. Just, I mean, because I can't believe Stan would let somebody, because particularly without Stan doing it, I can't think of anybody else he's let do Usagi. So I can't imagine that he would let them do it, that he'd go to all the trouble of having a crossover with another studio
Yeah,
unless it was actually good.
yeah, exactly. So
Um,
I'm gonna check it out, but I have my
but
reservations.
yeah, it's one of those cautious optimism things.
Yes, I agree.
I am so shocked that you didn't jump on this one to read,
I
and
didn't
happy to take it for you.
go ahead.
Minor Arcana.
Yes.
Jeff Lemire returns to writing and drawing a monthly series. Teresa, the daughter of a small town psychic fraud, returns home to care for her ailing mother, however begrudgingly. But then Teresa discovers that there may be more to the magic than she originally believed. She'll find herself caught up in a town that desperately needs her help. One of the most renowned creators in comics, New York Times best-selling and award-winning writer and artist Jeff Lemire arrives at Boom Studios with an extra-length opening chapter of a must-read ongoing series inspired by and intricately linked to the Tarot, and perfect for fans of his creator-owned work as well as Helen of Windhorn and Lock and Key.
Nice. Love
First
both those
issue on
series.
September 4th. Yeah.
Oh, graphic novels. Amazing Grapes from Jules Pfeiffer, from acclaimed author,
At,
illustrator. Yeah, what?
at Michael DiCapua
That's
Books.
right. I forgot that again. From
Well, no, I was just making fun of you for how much trouble we had with it in
I
our
know.
other recording.
Well, because I thought that was his name, Michael DeCop, and then it
No,
said
no, no,
books,
I
and
get it. I totally get it.
from acclaimed author and
Yeah, it's
illustrator,
just from books.
just from books. It's just books.
It's a new publisher. They call themselves Books.
Oh, let's try this again. From acclaimed author illustrator
Yeah,
Jules Pfeiffer comes a surreal and affecting new graphic novel full of offbeat humor and wordplay about the power of language and the passage of time. Pulitzer Prize winning cartoonist Jules Pfeiffer brings the fantastical to life with his signature style in this zany, whimsical adventure about a family on a quest to find their mother and save another dimension. I really like the look of this
cool.
cover. I like that kind of artwork.
Yeah,
It reminds me of old Roald Dahl books. His
right,
illustrator was Quentin Blake, and it
right.
reminds me of that quite a bit.
Yeah. September 25th. Will be in stores. Does look
Nice.
cool. Capital and Ideology, a graphic novel adaptation of the international best-selling author Thomas Piketty's book. Thomas Piketty's powerful and best-selling Capital and Ideology is now available in this accessible and richly illustrated full-cover color graphic novel format, praised by Piketty himself as a magnificent adaptation of his original book. This graphic novel adaptation is perfect for anyone looking to understand the wealth gap and why society is the way it is today. Claire Alette and Benjamin Adam make the original work's ideas more accessible through the addition of a family saga. Jules, the main character, is born at the end of the 19th century. He's a person of private means, a privileged figure representative of a profoundly unequal society obsessed with property. He, his family circle, and his descendants will experience the evolution of wealth and society. Be in shops September 11th. I've actually read this.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a great companion piece to
That
economics,
that
which we
economics we
talked
read.
about a while ago. Um, yeah,
Cool.
I'm really hoping we find time to dig into this more going forward. But I will say that, like, I said it when we were talking about the economics comics, yes, like doing specific economic forecasting is difficult. Yes, running a business is difficult, though that's actually different from economics. Yes, knowing what things to do at the governmental level to nudge economics each way is difficult. No, the basics of economics are not that hard.
Right.
Uh, so I really feel that like everybody should know the basics well enough to be able to listen to what people say and go, well, that doesn't feel right. So you gotta be able to really convince me that it's right rather than, I mean, the problem with trickle down economics and the problem that the public should have seen from the get-go is why on earth would rich people invest money if they don't have anybody to buy the products that they're making?
Exactly.
I mean, it's really that simple.
I agree.
Um, so yeah, this is and it finishes off with some ideas for ways that we could um have more of a mixed economy. I mean, because it really makes the arguments that it's not that socialism is better or capitalism is better. It's that you need elements of both. Because unrestrained capitalism leads to massive inequality that's like just as bad as full-on Soviet communism,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Um, so yeah,
All
I
right.
actually have a reader copy of this. I need to read it.
Do you?
This
In the
is on
Shadow of
yeah.
Stalin, the story of Mr. Jones from Andrea Chalupa and Ivan Rodriguez. Can the unrelenting power of truth expose one of Stalin's greatest crimes to a world that refuses to bear witness? From journalist and screenwriter Andrea Chalupa, host of the hit podcast Gaslit Nation and writer of Orwell and the Refugees, The Untold Story of Animal Farm, and artist Ivan Rodriguez, this powerful new historical graphic novel re-examines the bravery and tragedy that first thrust Ukraine in the international spotlight in the years before World War II. In the early 1930s, Gareth Jones is a young journalist with powerful connections after a groundbreaking interview with Adolf Hitler and his chief pro I'm having a
Propagandist.
propagandist, Joseph Goebbels. This notoriety gains him permission to travel to the Soviet Union for a potential interview with Joseph Stalin. Jones hopes to learn more about the Soviet mass economic gains, but finds himself stonewalled and trapped in Moscow. While looking for a way out, he meets new allies that alert him to the growing man-made famine, or Holodomor. How do you pronounce that? Holodomor. Happening in the Ukraine under the government's guidance. Jones, seeking the truth in all its ugliness, embarks on a journey of discovery, strife, and a cover-up of the deaths of millions of people. In shop September 4th, 2024.
This looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, in preparing for our Alex Segura discussion later this week, I was introduced to NetGalley and started making requests. And I made a request for this one and was granted it, so it's definitely on my list of things to read.
That's awesome.
Myth of Making graphic novel. I actually kickstarted this a long time ago. Very much looking forward to seeing it. Julian G, who's a debut graphic artist. From prehistory to postmodernism, the legends that surround beloved artists have always been a weave of fable and fact. Myths of Making explores how true art histories become vivid tall tales and how the mythologies that surround artists last longer than the realities. In 25 short stories about renowned creators like Georgia O'Keeffe, Francis Bacon, Wu Daozi, Auguste Rodin, and Jean-Michel Basquiat, debut author Julien Guilberto walks us through a whole global history of art and the stories we tell about its creators.
This looks
Yeah,
really cool.
September 25th. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's look at some collections, Tyler.
Sure. Let me see here. Action Philosophers from Fred Van Lente and Ryan Dunleavy.
Omnipotence for Dummies.
Omnipotence for Dummies. Yeah. Study the tenets of Plato, the wrestling superstar from ancient Greece. Learn the lessons of Nietzsche, the original Ubermensch, and meditate on the messages of the Bodhidharma, a kung fu master. Laugh, learn, love some more, and ponder the messages of history's great thinkers as Van Lente and Dunleavy deliver this comprehensive cartoon history from pre-Socrates to Jacques Derrida. In stores September 4th. This looks really cool. I love action
From Rocket Ship
philosophers.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
I actually kickstarted this too. I have my copy. It is really cool.
Nice.
Last Quarter, Volume 1 from Ai Yazawa. Two star-crossed lovers transcend time in this supernatural mystery from the creator of Nana, which is one of my favorite manga series. Struggling to adapt to life with a new mother and sister after her father's remarriage, Mizuki meets a blue-eyed man playing guitar on the street of Shibuya and is powerfully drawn to him. How far will she go to see him again? In stores on September 4th. So yeah, definitely.
All right. Little Black Book from Jeff McComsey and Kunha. Don't miss this
Felipe Cunha.
What's that?
Felipe Cunha.
Felipe Cunha. I was just reading up at the top.
No, I know.
And it just has his last name. Don't miss this hard-boiled neo-Western thriller and this explosive new thriller by writer Jeff McComsey and artist Felipe Cunha. Cole, a straight arrow handyman, finds himself in the crosshairs of a ruthless crime syndicate along with his pregnant wife. But what is the meaning of the Little Black Book of underworld contacts Cole's deceased father had hidden in his home? Cole's deceased father believes the best thing he could do for his son was stay out of his life. But does the apple fall far from the tree? This looks really cool. I love the cover of the Little Black Book. It's got this skull and blood kind of dripping off this guy's arm.
Right.
Well,
AWA just does fantastic work.
Right. It looks cool. For sure.
I don't know how I missed this when it came out originally.
Right.
And I only know that it came out before because it says now back in print. Superstar as seen on TV. New edition. Kurt Busiek and Stuart Immonen. So two of my favorite creators. Now back in print. The Smash creative team behind Superman's Secret Identity. The more popular Superstar is, the more powerful he is. His media tycoon fathers agreed to keep him famous enough to save the world, but that means maintaining his powers risks him becoming just another property in his father's portfolio. All this amid a global threat from the techno-genius Robo Sapiens. This new edition also includes behind-the-scenes features on the development of Superstar, including design art from Paul Ryan and Alan Davis. In stores on September 11th from Image Comics.
Yeah, I love Kurt Busiek. That should be a cool series. I hadn't heard of it either.
Yeah.
All right. So we did the final order cutoff.
We did final order cutoff and crowdfunding.
Yep.
So now we get to talk about the books we loved.
Yes.
And I just realized that I did something wrong.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my favorite book this week, number one, hands down, was Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime, number one, from Jason Aaron and Paolo Matura and Francesco Diopolito. And then, out on Marvel.
Et al. Carl Barks. I love this book. Yeah. I put it third, but I could have put it one. In fact, I accidentally put it one. And three.
Yeah. 1 and 3. I felt like it was awesome to see Scrooge done in a different way. Yeah, the backup story was a traditional Scrooge story.
Well, that's the original one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the backup story is the original first appearance of Scrooge McDuck.
Okay. I guess I didn't pick up on that. That's cool, though.
Yeah. That's Carl Barks introducing Scrooge I mean, Donald was a thing before that. Carl Barks created Scrooge McDuck.
Got it.
He hadn't been in the that was
cool. I liked having that more, like I said, like I called it, the more traditional Scrooge story. But the one that we got from Mark Russell Or Jason Aaron. Why did I say
Not
Mark
Mark
Russell?
Russell,
Not
Jason
Mark Russell.
Aaron. Mark
Jason.
Russell would be another good guy to write Scrooge,
I
but
told
it's
Mark
Jason
Russell I
Aaron.
thought he should he should have been in.
Yeah.
That's right. Jason Aaron. It was a great story. I loved what Jason did. It was kind of a multiverse of madness kind of vibe to it. There was a Sorcerer Supreme kind of Scrooge, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
I thought that
Well,
was
I thought it was also just a great introduction to kind of the worlds of Scrooge.
yep,
Because there was kind of a shout out to DuckTales. There
yep.
was stuff that was very reminiscent of Barks. There was stuff that's very reminiscent. There's been a lot of Italian Scrooge through the years that's
Mm-hmm.
been really good. And for that matter, some of the artists involved were the Italian artists.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I I I, I
I can't say enough about. I really liked this book. Um, I thought it
yeah, I
was
guess I guess I guess probably the biggest reason that falls a three to me is partly just because there were other really good books, and partly because having read a ton of Scrooge,
yeah.
this is like a great jumping on point, but I don't need a jumping on.
So for me,
Does that make sense?
yeah, for me, my only Scrooge is Ducktales.
There
Uh,
you go.
so this, like I said, having the backup story be the original, that's great for me because I didn't even know that. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I did read his
Right.
intro letter that he wrote, but um,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And my second pick, and the reason I picked this is because Greg and Fake are awesome. But Ted, you and I had a
They
little
are.
contribution to this book, An American Nature Presents
We
number one.
did.
Yes. Um, you
My
you
my
wrote your
my
essay.
first my first widely published writing.
Yes. I'm very excited for you. I read it and I showed it to my comic shop and I'm like, this is my co-host right here. So I thought that was very cool. I love it that you're in the table of contents as well.
Yep.
So good, get out there, pick up
Yeah.
American Nature Presents. It's awesome. Greg and Fake are great guys.
It is. They
Uh,
are.
Yeah. And then I
I
picked.
haven't met Josh Pettinger yet,
No.
but he seems like a good guy too.
Yeah. And then my third pick was another Marvel for Ultimate Spider-Man number 6. Jonathan Hickman is taking the Ultimate Spider-Man that we already gotten and then turning it on its head by making it an older Spider-Man, a middle-aged guy. And he gets beat up. His
Right.
daughter has figured out his secret identity, and now he's having to hide all these bumps and bruises because he's not like young Peter where he can hide all this stuff.
Right.
Um,
Right.
He's got kids that are waking him up at 6 a.m. for breakfast, and he's got a huge black eye, and having to explain himself to his kids is just a different take on it that I find refreshing. I really like the way Jonathan Hickman plays out things long term. So I hope he sticks with this series a while because I want to see where this is going.
Yeah. Yep.
Tad, what were 3 amazing new books for you?
So I cheated,
Okay.
because how to put this? There were so many good books this week
Uh huh.
that it's weird because you should say that there's so many good books this week that picking the third is hard.
Yep.
But for me, there were so many good books this week that picking the number one spot was hard. So I took the guy that had 2 books that would have fought for the third spot
Okay.
and gave him the one spot.
Okay.
Helena Windhorn number 3 and Wonder Woman number 10 were both. I mean, Tom King just continues to kill it on both of them. Bilquis Evely Danielson Parrott and Belen Ortega continue to kill it on their books respectively. Can't say enough about either one of these books. They continue to just be absolutely required reading.
Yeah.
I didn't find the time to reread it this week, which makes it even more impressive that I decided that it had to be number 2. Because we haven't talked about Sin from Ibrahim Mustafa since I think we mentioned it last week
Right.
because it was coming out this week.
Yep.
But since we talked to him, and this book is so fucking good.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
have to
I
check it
thought
out.
his adaptation of Count was great, and this is like a sequel to that. Only now, I mean, he like took a character from Count, which is an adaptation of Count of Monte Cristo.
Hmm.
You know, he did the sci-fi adaptation of Count of Monte Cristo, and he took a character that he had, created, worked into that book, and made an entire story around her. Um, and it's such a great story of um humanity and hardship and yeah, and the action sequences are like fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
So
It's in my box
yeah, Sin,
at the shop.
Ibrahim Mustafa, humanoids. I mean, really, anything Ibrahim Mustafa you should buy, but definitely Sin. And then my number three was Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime because it was so damn good.
Yeah.
Um, but there were so many really good things. I mean, Galaxy of Madness was great. I mean, even in terms of doing the cheating and doing two, I could have given the spot to Tony Fleeks, who had both Feral and Uncanny Valley come out
Yep.
this week, and both of them were amazing. Um, for that matter, I don't know if they both came out this week or if one of them was just delayed on Kindle because I read both um the Six Fingers number 4 and One Hand number 5
Correct.
this morning.
Yeah. The
And
number.
they're both so good.
Yeah. The number 4
Um,
was the one that was delayed.
okay,
That was supposed to be like 2 weeks ago.
gotcha. Galaxy of Madness number 1 was great. I haven't even gotten to a couple of these books. Of Her Own Design was fantastic. The Mad Cave, um, well, the Maverick graphic novel. Go listen to the interview with Lauren Heitsusen, the Eddie. It's really kind of frustrating when you put yourself between me and my co-host.
It's funny.
Just saying.
Ted's cat is in the front of the camera right now. Over the.
Not only in front of the camera, but for he was leaning up so that he was in front of my screen, so I also couldn't see you.
Okay. Okay. Because all I see is the side of his fur here. So.
Right. Self-help number 1 was great.
Yep.
The Owen King book. So
Great.
anyway, let's
Let's get
let's
to our.
talk some One Piece.
Let's get under our
I,
great
I don't know. I don't
responsibility.
know if I've got the energy to get as deep into it this week as we did last week, particularly because at least for me,
Yeah.
I really only essentially finished up the where I was. I mean, last week he'd started the fight with the pirate turned butler.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I can't think of the girl's name. The sick girl. But
I can't right now either.
her butler turned out. Have you got to the end of their fight now? Where you're at?
Um, I mean, he's still alive,
Okay.
so I don't know if I'm actually to the end. And I'm
Okay.
to the point where his pirates have discovered that he plans to kill them too.
Right. I mean, I just don't think his plan here. His 3-year plan was to shed his pirate identity,
Get all of this money and
scam
kill
some
everybody that knows he's still alive. Right.
Yep.
But after they do his bidding.
Yeah. After they do it, and then he tells everybody. You know what I mean? He
Right.
tells everybody
Right.
what his plan is. And they're
Right.
like, no. Luffy.
So,
Luffy is.
I mean, it continues to be just hilarious and action packed and heartwarming.
Here's what I just don't
Yeah,
understand.
you're on chapter 51.
Yeah.
I'm on 40, so I'm closer now,
Yeah.
but you're still ahead of me.
Yeah.
Um,
I slowed down on purpose.
and we're not to the grand line yet. I think we'll wind up being able to talk a lot more when we get to the grand line.
They're starting to bring it
Um,
up where I'm at a lot more.
Right.
So there's a whole hilarious.
Did we get to talk about the island with all of the weird animals last week, or
No,
had I not gotten there
I
yet?
don't think you got there. I didn't bring it up, but
Okay, yeah, that was cool.
yeah,
I liked that island a lot. And
my
I liked that even after they got the guy out of his treasure chest, he decided that he wanted to stay with the animals.
I know, and that guy is so stupid. How he fell into a treasure chest and he couldn't get himself out, and how he
Right.
survived on this island alone.
Oh, don't ask questions like that.
I know. That's just it. I had to suspend my disbelief with this story
I mean,
because,
we have a rubber armed pirate
yep,
who's upset that other pirates kill people.
yeah, it's pretty funny. I want to know. Okay,
So, I
the
mean, we have to suspend a certain amount of disbelief in this, and
I
that's okay because
I
it's
I
fun.
initially started reading this as if the laws of our world, our physics, made sense, and they just don't. You just have to just go with it.
No, just got to go with it.
But it's
Just
really
got to go
great.
with it, and that's part of the beauty of it.
Yep.
Is I don't even know that it has internal laws. I think somehow this mangaka is like it feels like he's flying by the seat of his pants, but making it work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I exactly. I feel like I'm in a brain of somebody with ADHD, and they are.
Right.
You
In
know
like
what?
the best possible way.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Let's have Luffy do this now. Let's have him run into a clown. I thought this was
Right.
a pirate story. Yeah, but there's a clown.
Right. 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 And a lion.
Yep.
I mean, he's a pirate, but he's kind of a lion
Yeah.
and a hypnotist.
That hypnotist is my favorite. So I don't know if you read
Yeah.
in the letters, but that's not a striped goatee. That's a mushroom on his chin. And
Oh wow,
yeah. And so in
that
the
must be from a letter that I haven't gotten to yet.
okay.
But
So
that's hilarious.
so somebody asked about the goatee of the hypnotist, the black and white one. And he said that's the stem of a mushroom that grew on his chin, and he ate the cap off of it.
Gotcha.
And so he
See, I loved what wasn't there? There was that other character that had like the you couldn't tell if they were tassels or pigtails
oh
hanging out of his pirate
from
cap.
Buggy, yeah.
And it turned out that it was his hair.
It's his hair, yep.
Yeah.
I love the letters
Um,
in this book. They're
yeah,
great.
I do too. I love how I mean again, uh, to be both this crazy and fun and still be like relatable and heartwarming is a really hard line to like walk on,
Okay. I
but
agree. I agree.
he's pulling it off.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Luffy.
Yep.
I love his innocence and sense of purpose and kindness,
He meets
But
somebody
I
he meets somebody coming up that came directly from the Grand Line, and they have barely made it out alive, kind of thing. And
right.
it does not detour him at all. He's just like, yeah, cool. I'm still going.
I think I might have met that guy.
Okay.
I mean, I thought that was the guy on the island.
That guy too. That's not who I'm talking about though. There's a
Oh, okay. There's another one.
he goes in search of they need a cook for their ship. You know,
Gotcha.
have you got to the
Oh,
part
that's gonna be fun.
have you got to the part where they got their ship, like they're a decent pirate ship?
No, I think that's probably about to come
Okay. So, yep,
because that should be when they're done beating up this pirate. I assume they're either going to get his ship or the girl's going to buy them a ship.
one of those two answers is correct.
Yeah.
So, one of those two answers is correct.
So
Anyway,
we'll find out.
yeah,
Or I'll find out.
you'll
You
find
know
out.
already.
Yeah, I do. Well, anyway, so they need a cook, and that's where the section I'm on is they're in search of this cook for the ship because they're starving.
Sounds good.
Yeah, none of them can
Sounds
seem to make any food, I guess. I love it because I wonder how many characters are going to end up in his pirate crew by the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am really curious as to how many characters we'll have as we get deeper I'm always curious as to what the next villain's going to be like
Yep.
because they're so crazy.
Yeah, the villain I'm on
Um,
right now, it does seem to be like a villain of the week kind of thing. You know what I mean? We get through
yeah,
one
and
arc.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
And
Particularly if you can like continue. I mean, that's what I mean, we're only I mean, you're 50 chapters in, I'm 40 chapters in.
out of
The
1120.
biggest thing with this,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the biggest thing. What happens when we're 500 chapters in? Is it still going to, I mean, it's still selling.
Oh yeah.
It's still in demand. So I gotta believe that, I mean, manga doesn't work the way, um, like Batman and Superman work.
Right.
Like they get, chapters get released first weekly
In
in
Shonen Jump.
digests.
Yep.
So it's like in the magazine where you're getting your
Weekly manga fix. Yeah.
your weekly One Piece, you're getting other stuff too.
Yep. Exactly. You're getting a whole bunch. That's why I want to get one of those.
So if One Piece isn't doing it for you, you're so I mean, I don't know how they decide what to keep going. It probably has to do with, you know, monitoring their letters. I don't know if they have any polling or whatnot, and certainly monitoring sales of any volume that they then put out, because they'll collect the chapters into volumes in Japan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but there's no way that it lasts this long in that competitive a market unless it was keeping their attention.
Exactly. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and it's all by one guy. I mean, obviously he's got like assistants and stuff, but like
Yeah, they talk about the assistants later on in the letters pages too. They people ask
he
about
brought
his
it up.
assistants.
He brought it up some at the beginning. He's given shouts out to them like relatively early even,
Yeah.
and talked about his time as assistant on other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah,
I like his in the letters. I like his responses because he's usually kind of snarky. You know what I
yeah,
mean? He's usually got a little
he's
bit of
definitely
an
very silly,
yeah,
very silly.
yeah. So awesome. Well, I can't wait
Yeah.
to see where we get for next week. I'm having a great time with
Yep,
it. On
I
one
am
hand,
too.
I don't care if we hit.
I hope our listeners will forgive the fact that we'll probably go back and forth a little bit in terms of how much we wind up talking about it, because there winds up being fatigue or nothing new to say or whatever.
Yeah,
It's one of the advantages of doing a long project is it means our great responsibility doesn't have to be
all encompassing every
totally
episode.
in depth on a weekend,
Yep,
yeah, on a weekly basis.
yep,
Um,
exactly.
so yeah.
So let's
So
hit.
so I hope Mom, John, Britt, anybody else listening, will forgive us
I'm
or
sure they
enjoy
will,
it.
or follow along.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Remember, if you want to join in, feel free and
it's relatively cheap.
email.
I I'm not
Yeah.
getting paid to say this,
Three
but
ninety nine a month for Shonen Jump.
yep, Shonen Jump app is $3.99. It's so worth it. I mean, there's
Oh
everything from
yeah.
them is like I can't
Yeah,
wait to
yeah.
read more. I don't think I'm going to give up
Right.
this subscription once we're done with One Piece.
Oh no, no, no. Oh God, no. Yeah. And if you want to join in and talking about it, you can email us at 22panelspodcast@gmail.com and say, hey, I want to read One Piece with you. Um, and I'll decide whether you're cool or not.
Let's do it.
I
That'd be
mean, if
awesome.
you email us, you're probably cool.
If you
But,
take the time to email us,
right,
uh,
right. You're
T-
probably cool.
yeah, you're probably cool. All right, Tad. What are 3 books you hope will be spectacular next week?
Well, I mean, here we go talking about Tom King again.
Yeah.
Animal Pound number 4, the penultimate issue of Animal Pound, comes out this week.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek Defiant number 16 from Christopher Cantwell and Angel Unzueta, and Sanction number 2 from Ray Fox and Antonio Fuso at Mad Cave are all really exciting to me. I know that William of Newbury, #2, from Michael Avon Oeming at Dark Horse, is amazing because he was kind enough to give us the entire series before we talked to him.
Yep. I have
Um,
not read it. I'm waiting. I bought the first issue when it came out. I'm going to buy the second one when I like waiting till they
right.
release.
And anybody who like didn't take our regular recommendations to read Hack Slash Back to School,
Right.
it's been collected now from Zoe Thorogood. Anybody who didn't take my regular recommendations to read Dark Ride, the third and final volume of it, comes out this week from Joshua Williamson and Andrea Bresson. Uh, yeah,
Cool. For me, let's see here. Books I hope will be spectacular. I don't know how to pronounce. Is it Gotcha Man or Gotcha Man?
I think so.
Gotcha Man
I
number
think it's
one
Gotcha
from
Man.
Colin Bunn and Chris Batista from Mad Cave Studios looked really interesting when I was flipping through what's coming out. And then Blue Book 1947, #5 from James Tynion IV and Michael Avon Oeming from Dark Horse. And I also have down Animal Pound #4 from Tom King and Peter Gross out on Boom.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, they've just been killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it.
So those are our
So,
books for this week. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Get out there, check out our Patreon if you want to support the show. We always appreciate
yeah,
it.
we'll take your money.
Yeah.
I always forget to ask for your money. I'll take your money. It'll pay for all these books I read.
Yeah, that would be great. We've got several tiers that could match any budget, I swear. So anyway,
Yeah, yeah. I feel like we should just rework the tiers and make it $1. You want to help us $5. You really like us, and then the Andy tier at 20.
yeah.
You care for us, and we just uh, I think it's been so long since we got our one patron that we don't really think about what we need to do on the Patreon. So we should change what we're giving them and say, we're giving you the episode for free. You're supporting it.
Yeah. All right. So we'll check you guys. We'll catch you guys after the next page. Later. Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22 Panels Podcast.